listen, something is wrong at 99 Nights like we've never seen before. Something that even the deer is terrified of, including all of the players. This update is terrifying, and today we go over everything you need to know about the new bat entity. Okay, this is actually terrifying. The bat is terrifying. Completely. What was your reaction when you first spotted the bat? Like, I didn't know what to expect. And the more... Let me skip that cutscene there. That was my... But what was your reaction when you first seen the bat?
When I first saw those eyes from within the cave, after we first saw the deer hurt, like, for the first time, and we looked up and saw those eyes in the cave, like, it gave me that, like, the strangest feeling. I don't know if you felt like, dude, like, I believe... Oh, the deer's back. Look at that.
Is he? Oh, look at that. Nice. Destroy them for us, deer. Look at them run. Look at them run. Yes, that's right, cultists.
You have to lift a finger.
Oh, my God. So, yeah, this is one of the great things about the bat appearing now. You know, the deer can actually save and help you. And I'm sure many of you guys have been putting this to the test. You know, obviously, this can utilize, and it's not just once. Like, the deer will help you permanently through your whole run. And it honestly might be the time, honestly, just to get high night like runs, because right now you could probably break some records because it's real easy not having to worry about the deer, and instead it's helping you.
Have you noticed that, like, they don't just like keep attacking us as the deer? They go in like a frenzy. They just like panic and they run off and stuff. Like, that's crazy.
I love it because it saves us from getting shot, especially by the crossbow cultists, and like just saves us so much time. And speaking of which, let's go ahead and tackle that cultist stronghold so we can get a ruby chest kind of going as we talk about everything we know about the bat.
Oh, absolutely. First of all, you know, we only seen like one image of the bat, like basically, and it was just the wings coming out of the cave, and we've seen the eyes. So we've seen the eyes, we've seen the wings. The eyes are the scariest thing. Are you okay there?
Yeah, sorry about that.
I'll make sure we don't have any connection issues there. That was a little
just
weird
like freeze.
But yeah, we saw the eyes, which obviously is one of the more terrifying things I've ever seen in the game. But we've seen the wings sticking out of the cave too, and the wings, honestly, like, if I don't know if you noticed, but it looks like it has an insane wingspan. Like, I'm kind of nervous about how big this thing's gonna be.
Yeah, this thing definitely looks larger than you would expect, the wingspan included. But I noticed, like, it still has these weird feet. Like, this thing is going to look weird. And the reason why I say that is it always proves to be true, because whatever we expect, like, the ram to look like or the owl to look like, they end up looking completely different than I imagined. So I already know this thing is going to have the strangest look to it.
I know. The feet are, like, not bat-like at all. They're almost like bird-like, maybe, but, like, I don't know. Maybe it's some cross between, like, a bat and a bird. I don't know if bats have, like, fur either. I've never actually gotten close enough to one to know that.
Yeah, they're a little bit fuzzy. They are a little bit fuzzy.
Okay.
They can be. But bats can also be huge. You know, there's certain bats that are just terrifyingly huge, right?
Oh, yeah. Bats in general are just terrifying, first of all. Like, if everything, like, if you just, like, I know that, like, every entity has a real life, like scary base, like, inspiration, and all those are pretty scary. But if you just looked at the base animals, right, the base, like, not scary folklore or anything like that, bats are scarier than a deer, scarier than a ram, and scarier than an owl. I'm just saying.
Well, that kind of just adds a whole nother concept to look into, because most of the entities in 99 Nights in the Forest do drive some inspiration from, like, real-life folklore and stuff, and we've seen that with, like, the deer being the Wendigo and the ram. I don't actually know what the goat man, perhaps. So
I just punched my microphone.
don't be mad about it. I mean, there's plenty of other things.
How did you not know what the ram was? You know, like.
But there's plenty of other things to be mad about, like your deer plushie that got lost. But
yeah, I forgot about it, but you brought it back up.
Sorry about that. You know, don't worry about it. I promise.
It didn't get lost. It got stolen.
No, listen, it did not get stolen. I don't believe. It was carefully placed somewhere secret. Yes.
Oh, you're cutting the tree down. I was like, what are you doing? Like, it looked like you were glitching into the tree. Like, what in the world?
Yeah, but essentially, this is, like, so overpowered because we could just roam anywhere at night that we want to now without a care or worry in the world. Personally, I'm not really too scared of the ram half the time, so.
Yeah, like, I was talking about this, like, I think just the other day. We were, like, me and someone were discussing, like, what was the most terrifying. And, the ram has got to be the least. I'm just saying, like, it just does that charge attack. What do I just step to the right? Oh, no, you know?
Yeah.
I have a feeling, like, this new bat entity is going to be, like, there is going to be no exploit. Like, you know how the owl like swoops down and you can just stand completely still?
Mm-hmm.
But, like, obviously, if you move, the owl is, like, pretty hard to outrun. It actually is. It's even harder than, like, the base deer, not the hungry deer, but the base deer.
Yep.
But I imagine this new bat entity is gonna be, like, where nothing you do saves you. Like, you just have to run. Like, good
Exactly.
luck.
So let's talk about the mechanics of the bat a little bit. So the bat would obviously have to have a different mechanic than the owl, where it lands and kind of waits for you to move. I think the bat is actually going to be completely aerial in a sense. So it's going to like kind of circle above you, waiting for when you're distracted to then swoop in and attack you. So it might be movement based as well. Like if you're moving around tall trees, for example, then you would have to watch out because the bat would then swoop out of nowhere and attack you suddenly.
What if it's the opposite of the owl, right? So what if, like, we're just out wandering and we're thinking we're good? We're just like, all right, we're good. I'm going to stop for a second, maybe send a text message real quick. And then, bam, it swoops down. And, like, if you stop under a tree or something, that would actually be, like, scary. Like, stopping to, like, get the owl, like, to leave you alone is one thing. But imagine if you just stop for 2 seconds playing and you're not paying attention. And you're next thing you know, you're dead.
Yeah, I feel like this one's definitely going to have more of like a straight up jump scare mechanic. But what also might be collaboratively cool is the fact that the deer, if the deer happens to be near you, perhaps the bat will instead go for the deer instead of you.
Ooh. Yeah, that actually, or maybe like if the deer is around, it's vice versa. Like if you happen to have a night where the deer was out too and the bat comes out, the deer just like does his little plant off the wall and launches himself at the bat.
Yep. And for the first time in the game, they could add something. So as the nights go on, the bat might get more aggressive. So at first it might stalk you, then it might gradually aim to attack you.
Right now you're starting to scare me. I don't want that. That is actually a really cool like idea though. I kind of hope they do that.
Yep. So I think it would definitely be like you'll be able to recognize the bat, and this one might be also like sound only, so it'll have like a screech or something, and you'll have to like kind of get to a safe spot or run inside somewhere, like a shed or something, to protect yourself. But you probably would never want to stay out in the open.
Yeah, honestly, like I just sit here and I keep thinking about it, and like real life bats are like so like dangerous, honestly, and they are scary.
Yep.
Oh man, this is gonna be probably the best update that we've ever had. Honestly, like the owl update, I believe was one of the bigger ones that we ever had. Having like the new flying entity put into the game. Oh, dude, I'm sorry, I'm like speechless thinking about how scary this is gonna be. I'm actually like, this is no joke, no nothing for the video. Bats terrify me. I'm not gonna lie.
The thing is, that's not probably going to be the most terrifying thing about the bat necessarily attacking you. It's just going to be the waiting game on when it's going to attack you. So
yes, exactly. Like
yeah.
if it's like I said, and you just stop somewhere and maybe it'll attack you then, and you truly never know. That I mean, oh, dude, you're never going to be able to take your eyes off the screen.
Yep. For the first time, we might have an entity that keeps us at the edge of our seats, and that's not so easy to trick. So I don't know.
A question is, I wonder if there's like if the flashlight will work on it. The flashlight works on the owl, it works on the ram, and it also obviously works on the deer. But I believe that's how you get rid of bats in real life. You have to shine bright lights on them.
Exactly. And I think even more so, the flashlight is a universal tool. And seeing the hints of the admin flashlight, they've definitely been playing around with how flashlights interact with new mobs, obviously. So I think it's definitely going to be a way to deflect the bat. Thank you for watching the video, everybody.